In this lecture, we have to derive the equation for output kVA of a single phase transformer. So, the output equation. Output equation of a transformer is an equation that relates the output kVA rating of a transformer to the area of the core and area of the window. So, output equation relates the output kVA rating, output power rating to area of the core and area of the window. So, we know that output of a transformer is dependent on the flux density and the mmf, ampere turns. The flux density is dependent on area of the core and the mmf or the ampere turns is dependent on area of the window. So we can say the output kVA of a transformer is dependent on area of the core and area of the window. So we have to derive an expression for the output kVA in terms of area of the core and area of the window. So before moving on to the derivation part, let us denote some parameters. So let E be the induced EMF in the winding. ET is the EMF per turn, EMF induced in a single turn. AP and AS denotes area of primary as well as secondary windings. IP and IS are the current flowing through primary and secondary windings. TP and TS are the number of turns in primary and secondary windings respectively. Delta is the current density in both primary and secondary windings. AC is the area of conductor in the window. AW is the area of the window itself. KW is a parameter known as window space factor. Phi m is the maximum flux in the core. So these are the various parameters that are needed for the derivation. So let us see the cross-sectional view of a single-phase transformer. It will be like this. So this single-phase transformer will have two limbs. This is one limb and this is one limb. So both the limbs carries both primary as well as secondary windings. Or in general, a transformer will be having two windings, a low voltage winding and a high voltage winding. So this low voltage winding will be divided into two equal halves, and half the low voltage winding will be provided on one of the limbs on top of the core, and remaining half on the other limb near to the core. So total low voltage winding രണ്ട് equal halves ആയിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്ത് ഒരു ഹാഫ് കോറിനടുത്തായിട്ട് ഒരു ലിംബിൽ വൈൻഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കും, റിമൈനിങ് ഹാഫ് അടുത്ത ലിംബിൽ കോറിനടുത്തായിട്ട് വൈൻഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കും. Similarly, the high voltage windings also. One half of the high voltage winding is on one limb on top of the low voltage winding, and remaining half of the high voltage winding is on the other limb on top of the low voltage winding. So windings are wound in this way in order to reduce the insulation requirements. So this is the window of a single phase core type transformer. So this is a core type transformer. So this is the window, and if we consider this window, we can say that there is one low voltage winding and one high voltage winding. So this is half the low voltage winding, this is also half the low voltage winding. This is half the high voltage winding, this is also half the high voltage winding. So in total, the window of a single phase transformer consists of one primary winding and one secondary winding. So this is important. The window in case of a single phase transformer is having one primary winding and one secondary winding. So now let us move on to the derivation part. So we are familiar with the equation for induced EMF in a transformer winding. So we have induced EMF as E is equal to 4.44 F into phi m into number of turns in the winding. So we can write the EMF per turn ET as 4.44 F into phi m. So we will get EMF per turn by dividing the total EMF by the number of turns. So it will be 4.44 phi into F, phi m into F. So now we have seen a parameter known as window space factor. while defining the various parameters. And this parameter window space factor is defined as the ratio of area of conductor in the window to the window area. So we have denoted area of conductor in the window as AC and area of window as AW. So KW is AC divided by AW, and hence we can write the area of conductor in the window as KW into AW. Now we have to consider two assumptions. First one is the current density is same in both the windings. So first we assume that the current density is same for both the windings. So we know the equation for current density. Current density is current divided by area. So in case of primary it is IP by AP, and in case of secondary it is secondary current divided by area of the secondary winding, that is IH divided by AS. Both are equal. So from here we can write area of primary AP is equal to IP divided by delta. Similarly, area of secondary AS is equal to IS divided by delta. Okay. Now the second assumption that we are going to consider is that the MMF is same for both the windings. Primary MMF is equal to secondary MMF. So we know the equation for primary MMF. MMF is equal to current into number of turns. So in case of primary, MMF is equal to IP into TP, which is equal to secondary MMF, that is IS into number of turns TS. So both are same, and in general we can denote the MMF as ampere turns, AT. So same for both the windings. So now let us calculate the area of conductor in the window. So we have already seen that the window in case of a single phase transformer consists of one primary winding and one secondary winding. So area of conductor in the window is equal to area of primary winding plus area of secondary winding. So in the initial part I have shown you the cross-sectional view of a single phase core type transformer. There we have seen that in the window there is one primary winding and one secondary winding. So AC will be equal to area of primary winding plus area of secondary winding. Okay. So we know that area of primary winding is equal to AP into TP. So area per turn into total number of turns TP plus area of secondary is AS into TS. Area of a single turn into total number of turns. So AP into TP plus AS into TS. And we know that AP, area of cross section of primary, we have denoted it as IP divided by delta into TP plus we have denoted area of secondary conductor AS as IS divided by delta, so into TS. So now we can represent this as 1 by delta into IP TP plus IS TS. Okay. Now what is IP TP and IS TS? Both are equal to MMF. This is primary MMF and this is secondary MMF, and we have already considered both the MMFs are the same and we have denoted it as AT. So this can be written as 1 by delta into AT plus AT, or which is equal to 2 times AT divided by delta AC is equal to 2 times AT divided by delta. So otherwise we can write AT, the of AT will be equal to what? Delta into AC divided by 2. Okay. And we know that AC is equal to kW into AW. We have denoted AC as kW into AW. So AT will be equal to kW AW delta divided by 2. So we need this in the coming part of the equation. AT is equal to kW AW into delta divided by 2. Okay. So now let us write the expression for output kVA. So the output kVA of a transformer is generally denoted as Q. It is the output kVA, Q. So we know that kVA is equal to V into I, voltage into current. So which is same for primary and secondary in case of a transformer. So let us write it as Vp into Ip. So we generally denote the voltage as in terms of volt and current in terms of amperes. So Vp into Ip will give the power, output power in volt ampere, VA. So in order to convert it into kVA, we have to multiply this by 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. Vp into Ip. Vp നമ്മൾ വോൾട്ടിലും IP ആംപിയറിലും ആയിരിക്കും റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ ആൻസർ വോൾട്ട് ആംപിയറിലായിരിക്കും. ബട്ട് വി ആർ റെപ്രസെന്റിങ് Q ഇൻ kVA. സോ വോൾട്ട് ആംപിയറിനെ കിലോ വോൾട്ട് ആംപിയർ ആക്കാൻ ഇറ്റ് ഹാസ് ടു ബി മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈഡ് with 10 raised to minus 3. So we can write it as, so Vp, voltage applied to the primary winding, will be approximately equal to induced EMF in the primary winding, EP. So this can be written as EP into Ip into 10 raised to minus 3. So what is EP? Induced EMF in the primary. So we know that induced EMF in the primary is 4.44 F into 5m into number of turns in the primary, that is TP, okay, into IP into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. So what is TP into IP? It is nothing but the of AT. So 4.44 F into 5m into TP into IP is AT into 10 raised to minus 3. This is equal to 4.44 F into 5m into AT. We have got the value of AT as kW AW into delta divided by 2. So kW AW delta divided by 2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. So now dividing 4.44 by 2, we will get it as 2.22. So answer will be 2.22 F 5m into kW AW into delta into 10 raised to minus 3. This is the output equation of a single phase transformer, where output kVA is represented in terms of area of the window and area of the conductor in the window. So here this term 5m, we know that flux in the core 5m is equal to flux density into area. Flux density it is the flux divided by area. Flux density B is equal to flux by area. So we can write flux as flux density into area. So this term 5m can be denoted as maximum flux density Bm into area of the core. So this will be 2.22 F into Vm into Ai into kW AW delta into 10 raised to minus 3. So now we have represented the output kVA of a transformer in terms of area of the core and area of the window. So this is the output equation of a single phase transformer.